Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is finally Why Not Wednesday, but what? No, it's actually on a Saturday. Probably post it today or maybe tomorrow on Sunday. But hope everyone's having a safe and wonderful long weekend. And I finally have a bottle of wine to share with you today. It is the 19 Crimes. Now I didn't know this, but Snoop Dogg actually owns this winery. I did not know this. And I have tried some of the wines before. This is I think it's a red blend. It's a California wine. And typically I don't like red wine. Red wine, but California red wine. I usually like Argentina or Spain, Colombia. I've gotten some Latin type wineries is what I typically like. And I like more of a fruity or like some wines have like a licorice taste to it. I'm not a wine connoisseur by any means, but I do like to try new ones. So I love the packaging that he has on here. He's got his picture on the label, and if you want to take a screenshot, you can see about the wine more. But yeah, it's a California red, and so we're gonna try this online, see what it tastes like. Just a little bit. It's the afternoon and we're gonna be going out later, so I just want to try just a little bit of this. Nice. Typical California wine. It's a little bit on the sweet side for me, but it is really good. And I would say yes, I would get that. On the scale out of 9 out of 10, I would give it a 6. But it was pretty good. I like to maybe try some of the other wines. Maybe he has a Shiraz or Cabernet. I think I tend to like those better than just a California red. So yeah. So Why Not Wednesday, and what am I reading? So I finished this book, The Transatlantic Book Club. And this is by Felicity Hayes-McCoy. And this is the book that I got at Dollar Tree. It was, mind you, when I set myself to reading every day, I can get through a book within a couple weeks, because I can't just sit and read straight through. It's usually just maybe right before bed or a little bit in the morning time. So I think there was 340 pages to this book. So it's a pretty, not a quick read, but it's a good read. And I really enjoyed this story. It's taken in place in Ireland and also in the US. It's a family that some of the children, the granddaughter, her parents, the father did anyway, he migrated to Canada. So that's where she grew up. But then she came back to Ireland to help her grandmother after her grandfather passed away. So it's a really, really neat, and it's based kind of around, she works part-time at a beauty salon, and also she works at the library where one of her grandmother's best friend's daughter lives. When I did more investigation, in the back of the book, it shows some of the other books that this author wrote. And there's actually a series about 4 or 5 books, and only my local library had one of the books. And now I started reading The Library at the Edge of the World. So this is based on the librarian. Her mother is Pat, who's a best friend. Her mom is Mary, who's the best friend of Pat, who's one of the main characters in this book. And it's showing about her life. And after her divorce, she was living in London. That's where her daughter was born. And then they moved back to Ireland to be with her mom. And she got a job as a librarian. So it's interesting, it's introducing some more characters that are developed from this first book. So I believe, I don't know in the series if this would have been the first one. I think it would have been the second one. So if I can, in the comment section down below or the description below, I will try and put them. I'm always about reading things in chronological order. It just makes sense to me when I find a book. So I might be reading them out of sequence, but I do recommend these two books. I'm really enjoying this one. So hopefully I'll read it before I have to get it renewed. But what's nice about my library here is they automatically renew it. If you want to renew it a third time, you have to go online and request it, but it's just like all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to turn this book in, but it automatically renews it for you. So that's good. The other books I'm going to check out and see, half price books versus Barnes and Noble, which is going to be the better price. Amazon too will probably have them. I think really with shipping and handling, I might save a few bucks if I go to the store, which I love going into bookstores anyway. When I was in the library to pick up this book, I always head over to the left side. There's a little alcove there where they sell books, and really cheap. Like this one, even just the adult books, this is a hardcover book. She only charged me actually 50 cents. The adult ones are $1. And so it depends. I think there's a price guide depending on how many pages. So this is a really short read, but I thought, and it's in really, really good condition. And it has a lot of photos, but it's based on the dog, Terry, the Terry with the Y. That was his real name, the little terrier that played Toto in The Wizard of Oz. But he was in a few other movies too. But really put him on the book was, of course, being in The Wizard of Oz. That's one of my favorite movies. But it has some really, really neat pictures, like where he was in different movies. And so this is going to be a quick read. I already started reading it. Now I've got 3 books because I'm reading Through Indian Eyes. I'm still reading that book. That's like a coffee table book. It's a huge book. If you've seen me haul that, I got that at Goodwill. But yeah, that's what I'm reading. I've got 3 books on the go, and sometimes I have to go back a few pages and refresh my memory. I like to really just only read one book. I went to not Dollar Tree, I went to Goodwill to see if I could find any more. I'm working on my scrapbook. I'm gonna do a video for that and show you. I'm almost done with the journal. I've been Googling or looking on YouTube different tutorials on how to do like a fabric cover. So I'm anxious to show you guys that. But when I went into Goodwill, I went to see what I could find to resell. And I found this fish plate. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the colors in there. I'm not gonna keep it myself. I probably will sell it. It was only $2, but it also has someone, painted that, and they put their name here. It's Russell Wood, I think, 2004. Now I don't know if if you can see it's NC. I don't know if he made it in North Carolina or what, but it's just a really neat little fish plate. And I don't know that you could serve food on there. You might want to just, maybe it's just more of a decorative plate. It doesn't have anything saying that you could serve food on it. So if someone were to use it on with food, I would put like a doily or a paper towel or something on it, just in case. Another thing I found, which I was really excited about, was this, my book club journal. Now, the first few pages, some little kid got a hold of it and scribbled, but I probably won't use it like this. The rest of the book is all clean, no writing in it. I'm gonna probably repurpose, like take some of the pages out. It actually has a nice little bookmark. I may tear these out and put them in a journal that I already have. Started a journal, and it's really nice because it says you put the title, the author, the genre, is it romance, is it fantasy, is it science fiction, whatever, is it an ebook, audio, paper, where and when you read it, your first thoughts, your final impressions, ratings, like the character, the plot, the writing overall, would you recommend? And then any notes, like maybe favorite passages you want to, which I do, is I'll rewrite the passage that I liked specifically for that book. But I thought this was really neat. I was so happy that I went to the Goodwill to see if I could find this book. Now this was only 99 cents. That's pretty good. And the plate, yeah, the plate I told you was only $2. The other only thing I got was a pair of shorts. I was looking for like tennis shorts, which is more like a skirt, and that's what I like. You know, it's just like a smoother look. And I have a pair that it's worn out. I really need to just get rid of them. So I was looking for something like that. I might just have to break down and buy some at Amazon. I might check Kohl's later on next week. But they're in the dryer right now. So we're going to a movie night tonight. Everyone's bringing some food. We decided the theme was just make sandwiches, Subway sandwiches, chips, salad, and dessert. So we're going to be going there later this evening at 7:30. So I've made a macaroni salad, and then I gotta get my sandwiches together. So I'm looking forward to that. And so I encourage you definitely to check out these books. I'm really enjoying the stories. Like I said, I think there's 4 or 5 in this series, building on the characters in each of the, just expanding on the characters. What I'm anxious to see is that it just gives you a little bit of excerpt from Pat and Mary when they were younger, but it doesn't give you a lot. Just it kind of telling the story, like, before they got married and they were good friends and how they went to school together and so forth like that. But anyway, that's it for Why Not Wednesday, but not on a Wednesday, and what I'm reading. So comment down below what you're reading and any recommendations for books or wine. Well, have a great day, everyone, and a safe weekend. Bye.